Right now, when you look at another person, you know what they are. You don't have to think about it. Human, same species, same rules apply. That certainty is new. There was a version of this world where you could walk into a valley and find something that looked almost like you, walked upright, used fire, buried its dead, but wasn't you, wasn't your species, wasn't something you had a clean word for yet. Take that away. Take the certainty away. No shared language, no way to know if what's sitting across the fire from you is a neighbor, a competitor, or something evolution hadn't finished deciding on. Just two kinds of human in the same valley looking at each other. That used to be the world. Not in myth, not in prehistory so distant it stops feeling real. For most of the last 300,000 years, your species shared this planet with at least 8 others. Some looked almost identical to you. Some didn't. All of them were real. All of them were here. And every single one of them is gone. You're the only kind left. Here's where it gets strange.
The species that overlapped with yours the longest weren't primitive. Neanderthals had larger brains than modern humans, not slightly, measurably, consistently larger, on average about 10% more volume. They controlled fire, crafted tools with multiple components, and mixed pigments, ochre and manganese dioxide, not for survival, but for decoration. There's a cave in Spain, Cueva de los Aviones, where shells stained with pigment were found dating back 115,000 years. Neanderthals were there. Homo sapiens hadn't reached Europe yet, which means someone was making art in that cave, and it wasn't us. And this is the part nobody teaches you. We didn't replace them by being smarter. That story doesn't hold up anymore. What the bones and the DNA actually show is something more complicated and stranger. We interbred with them, not occasionally, not by accident. Enough that if you have European or Asian ancestry, roughly 1 to 4% of your DNA is Neanderthal right now. It's not a footnote. It's in your immune system. It affects how your body responds to certain viruses. Some Neanderthal gene variants influence how modern humans process pain. Others affect blood clotting. The biology didn't disappear when they did. It migrated into us and kept working.
They didn't vanish. Part of them is still running inside you right now. But that's not the most interesting part. In 2008, in a cave in Siberia called Denisova, researchers found a fragment of a finger bone, small enough to hold between 2 fingers. No skull, no jaw, no name attached to any species. Just a chip of bone from a child buried under 50,000 years of sediment. They sequenced the DNA anyway. What came back was something nobody expected. A completely distinct human species. Not Neanderthal, not Homo sapiens, something separate, widespread across Asia, successful enough to leave traces across an entire continent, and completely unknown to science until that one fragment surfaced in a Siberian cave. They named them Denisovans, after the cave. Here's what that actually means. An entire branch of humanity, people who hunted, made tools, survived ice ages, existed for hundreds of thousands of years and left almost no physical trace we found. We know they were real because their DNA survived inside the people who came after them. Populations in Papua New Guinea carry up to 5% Denisovan DNA, the highest concentration in any modern group on Earth. And then there's this. Some Tibetan